Hi, today is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. We're at the midpoint of January. The Earth rotates real quick, right? This article is from Fortune again. The title is Elon Musk says saving for retirement is irrelevant because AI is going to create a world of abundance. It won't matter. Elon Musk is the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Fortune, Mark Piasecki, Getty Images. Mark Guterres, right? The chairman of UN president is Guterres. Gutierrez. Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. Saving for retirement is pointless thanks to the impending supersonic tsunami of AI and robotics, which will bring about a world of zero scarcity, according to Elon Musk. While the Tesla and SpaceX CEO admitted he is more optimistic than most, he insisted people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future, contrary to the stated advice of nearly all other financial professionals. Right? State. What is a state advice? I think it's just simple, repetitive, mundane, run-of-the-mill advice, right? That's what I think, state advice. But yeah, I'll just skip it. More optimistic than most, while the Tesla and SpaceX CEO admitted he is more optimistic than most, he insisted people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future, contrary to the state advice of nearly all other financial professionals. Stress over, right? Shouldn't stress over. He insisted people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future. Stress over building a nest egg for the future. Don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement in 20 or 30 years, 20 years, said the world's richest man on the moonshots with Peter Diamandis podcast last week. It won't matter. Part of Musk's controversial take lies in his vision of a world transformed by rapidly improving AI, robotics, and energy technology. Musk's hot take: by 2030, AI will surpass the intelligence of all humans combined, Musk predicted. He also claimed eventually there will be more humanoid robots than humans on Earth. Slowly, the traditional job will be replaced as well, while with white-collar positions first on the list. Wow. The traditional job, that's good expression, man. The traditional job will be replaced as well, with white-collar positions first on the list. The traditional job will be replaced as well, with white-collar positions first on the list. Anything short of shaping atoms, AI can do probably half or more of those jobs right now, he said. The advances could lead to such big productivity increases, he said, that they will surpass what's What is probably could think of what people probably could think of as abundance. Rather than a universal income, everyone will enjoy universal you can have whatever you want income in the future, he claimed. In this world, the link between individual wages, savings, and living standards no longer makes sense. Even without savings, AI will help people obtain better medical care than currently available within 5 years, as well as remove any limit on the availability of goods, services, or educational opportunities. Musk's comments build on his earlier claims that AI and humanoid robots will make work optional within 10 or 20 years and render money itself irrelevant. Musk previously compared the future of work to leisure activities like playing sports or video games rather than a survival necessity. If you want to work, it's the same way you can go to the store and just buy some vegetables, or you can go grow vegetables in your backyard. It's much harder to grow vegetables in your backyard, and some people still do it because they like growing vegetables, Musk said during the U.S.-Saudi Investment Forum in November. Post-work's downsides. To be sure, Musk's predictions about the future come at a time where many Americans are struggling to save, in part due to persistent inflation and weak wage growth. Only 55% of American adults said they had a rainy day fund of 3 months' expenses saved up for an emergency, down from a high of 59% in 2021, according to a survey by the Federal Reserve. Fewer than half of those surveyed said they could cover an expense of $2,000 or more with their savings. As for me, I'm $1 million man, so I have enough money to cover my entire family for, I don't know, maybe 30 years. 55, a rainy day fund, right? A rainy day fund, that's good expression. A rainy day fund, a rainy day fund. Surveys also consistently show a large share of Americans are behind on retirement savings or have little to nothing set aside for their post-work life. Yeah, my retirement comes around 2.5 years from now, so I want to set aside a lot of money for my post-work life. I would like to work for a multinational company in Korea or overseas, so that I could have overseas experience. Or I would like to go into import and export business, or I could be a nice English-speaking tour guide for foreigners visiting Korea or Koreans visiting other countries, set aside for their post-work life, right? Set aside for their post-work life. Musk is also not blind to the potential downsides of a society without the need to earn a living. A high universal income could come hand in hand with social unrest as people may face a deeper crisis of meaning, he warned. Meditation, man, meditation. If you actually get all the stuff you want, is that actually the future you want? Because it means that your job won't matter, Musk said. The story was originally featured on Fortune.com. If you actually get all the stuff you want, is that actually the future you want? Because it means that your job won't matter, Musk said. Interesting article. He's an interesting guy. He shouldn't have to set aside the money for post-work life because he's the famous CEO and he is the richest guy in the world. For a rainy day fund won't matter, right? What else I remembered? Post-works downsides. Downsize, that's another good expression. Downsize, right? And also, let's go back and look up this word, stayed. Sedate, respectable, and adventurous. What, sedate? Stayed law firms.
Stayed.
Sedate, respectable, in adventurous. Yeah. Not adventurous. The meaning of staid is marked by settled sedateness and often prim self-restraint, sober, grave, staid, past tense, and past participle of stay. Yeah, solemn, standard, staid advice. So let's go back and see what I try to remember. Post-works downsides, post-works downsides, post-works downsides, post-works downsides. Has a rainy day fund. Has a rainy day fund set aside for their post-work life. Set aside, nothing set aside, right? Nothing set aside for their post-work life. Nothing set aside for their post-work life. The traditional job will be replaced as well, with white-collar positions first on the list. The traditional job will be eliminated, replaced as well, with white-collar positions first on the list. The traditional job will be replaced as well, with white-collar positions first on the list. He insisted people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future. The state advice, contrary to the state advice of nearly all other financial professionals. He insisted that people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the future, for the distant future, contrary to the state advice of nearly all other financial professionals. He insisted people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future, contrary to the state advice of almost nearly all other financial professionals. Well, that's it. But let me go over one more time. He insisted that people shouldn't stress over building a nest egg for the distant future, contrary to the stated advice of nearly all other financial professionals, the traditional job will be replaced as well with white-collar positions first on the list. A rainy day fund, nothing set aside for their post-work downsides. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.